Governor Roy Cooper is expected to sign a sports betting bill into law in just days. You remember that bill passed the General Assembly yesterday, and so that means by this time next year, sports betting on your phone could be a reality.
Yeah, WCNC Charlotte's Jane Monreal live in Uptown in front of Bank of America Stadium. That's one of the places where you'll be able to place a bet, it sounds like, online at least, Jane.
That's right, and in person, Colin and Vanessa, a year from now at the very latest. That is one of the venues here, B of A, one of 8 professional sports venues that will allow for in-person betting. Now, as far as betting on your phone, if you're one of the thousands of North Carolinians that have one of those sportsbook apps on your phone, for now you can certainly kick the tires a bit, but you'll have to cross state lines to place a bet, at least for now. FanDuel, DraftKings, Caesars. When it comes to sportsbook apps, they're some of the top brands that dominate the field. If you have one of these apps on your phone, there's only so much you can do with them in North Carolina. Steve Bittenbender, a writer for BetCarolina.com, says the main gatekeeper is your phone's geolocation.
When I open that app, I can see the odds, I can deposit money wherever, and I can withdraw money wherever. But it will not let me place a bet because GeoComply or another geolocation service will determine, hey, you're not in Indiana, you're not in Virginia, you're not in Tennessee, you're not allowed to place a bet.
Bittenbender, who has been following the ups and downs of sports betting legislation in the state, says in a recent survey on their website, almost half say they'd be interested in participating in legal sports betting at least once a year. With operators taxed 18%, that's a lot of money.
The state should receive about $100 million in tax revenue by fiscal year 27-28. So, again, based on the size of the market, based on the number of sports books that are likely to be involved in North Carolina, it should be a very healthy, competitive market and a good revenue source for the state for years to come.
Now, while North Carolina is one of 37 states that allows some kind of sports betting, professional athletes are not allowed to do that in any capacity. Panthers, the team here, of course, not allowed to bet on any NFL games. And head coach of the Panthers, Frank Reich, was asked about this, how he's going to handle it for his team from here on out. This is what he had to say.
Yeah, it's a big deal. Obviously we, fully support and agree with everything the league is doing in this area. It's something to be taken very serious. This is a new issue, and players will continue to, and coaches, right? We all need to continue to understand how important this is for the integrity of our game and fully support what the league is doing.
And again, 12 mobile apps will be able to operate in North Carolina once this is signed into law, and 8 brick and mortar buildings will be able to hold a sports book in their own property, including here at Bank of America Stadium. Live in Uptown, Jane Monreal, WCNC Charlotte.
Jane.